Hi there guys, and welcome to Harlequin's Happy Hour. So today we're going to go through basically the whole format of news and announcements. We're also going to tease a little bit of spoilers that's been drip fed through the Discord by the creator himself, Mr. Francois Vonarelli, before we move on to the standard giveaway winners and possibly, if you're lucky, we're going to go on. I'm going to give away some more packs, another 4 this week. So with that being said, let's move on to the announcements very quickly. So Francois has come out and he's basically said that the music to everyone's ears, the Kickstarter is now in print. That means we have got everything we could ever possibly want. We've got all the booster boxes coming through. We've got the cards. We've got coins. We've got Lennies. We've got lenticular cards coming through. Everything's in print. A fantastic effort on his part. We've got uncut sheets as well. As you can see here, this is a little video that he teased through of the mats, the play mats, the Rise TCG play mats being printed. In there, we've got Mr. Moloch, who is all about the sacrificing, and here we've got basically Miss Rise TCG herself, Little Miss Rise TCG, Miss Iris. So yeah, I mean guys, what more could you ask for? It's a fantastic announcement from Francois. It's, as I said to you before, music to pretty much everyone's ears. So with that as well, I said about spoilers. Now, we've all heard about the Alpha Set. The Alpha Set has been pretty much been teased out for forever. It's not even teased, it's just out there. If you go onto the Rise website, you can go through every single card in the set, including seeing Miss Iris herself as well. You can see pretty much everything that's going on, but what we haven't heard about is sets going forward. We've heard little bits, like we know that the second set due to come out probably about this time next year, if not a little bit before or after. There's a lot of give and take there. It's going to be called Candypocalypse or Candypocalypse, whichever way Francois wants to take it. Now, he has given out a few little bits and pieces, like this guy. I like to call him Straw Bully. There's like a cherry eclair. I don't know how that's relevant at all. I thought this was blood, but it's jam, so jam jump. We have Choco Muff, or Choco Muffin. I'm not sure about this one. And finally, we have a summoner. Now, this girl is meant to be the person who's going to take on the morphers. Now, these morphers are, at the moment, as anyone who's played the game, pretty OP. They take over everything. Their summoner, Mademoiselle Elzine, or Mademoiselle Elzine. She absolutely annihilates teams of any creatures that you lay down. They just copy them. They're always just copying. So with this one, hopefully he's given us in the next set a counter to these guys, which should be pretty exciting. But yeah, so we're getting drip fed little bits and pieces about upcoming sets, which, as you can see, the artwork isn't like slacking off. He's already got it all in motion. The guy's incredible. Honestly, guys, it's fantastic. So moving on very swiftly to the openings and the giveaway winners. Now, which should we do first? Should we do the openings first, or should we do the giveaway winners? Let's announce the winners first, and then we can move on to the openings, and then announce the other 4 cards, open the other 4 packs for these winners. So I did the random number generator earlier today, and a lucky bloke himself, Mr. Craig Christopher, got pack number 1. Let me just move this into the card showing one. There you go, that's much easier. So we've got Craig Christopher won this pack, which if you want to see what's in them, you can go back and look at the other stream. We got number 2, we have a Cavo Nuve. Congratulations to Cavo Nuve. Fantastic work on his part, good efforts. We've got, for number 3, we have Mr. Tony F. Mr. Tony F. So congratulations, Tony. And finally, on number 4, Mr. Stephen Neo. So there you go, guys. I have just messaged them and said, like, if you can, go into our Discord. I've linked the Discord to the messages I've sent you in the YouTube on the comments, or just go DM me on there. Give me an address. We'll get them sent out to you. So now, all the rest of you who have not won this week, do not be discouraged, guys. Don't be discouraged. We've got another 4 packs coming up. Another 4. And we're going to do it again next week and the week after. I mean, we're going to do it until this box runs out. It's going to be great. So what's going to happen? I'm going to open 4. You're going to have 4. It's all good. It's all good. So there they are, guys. The sample 2 booster packs themselves. We should have 8 there, if I've worked this out correctly. Yes, we do. 4. There you go. We shall do the same as we did last week. We shall shuffle, and we shall make sure that everything is as randomized as possible, and hopefully we won't get any more Tyrants this week, or Tyrants or Liliths, because as you can see there, this is my dupe, my only dupe from the 4 I opened last week, which is an incredibly rare dupe. It's a Lilith Alt Art Glitter Hollow. I mean, it's incredibly rare, so I know there's a certain bloke out there, Shin, who may want to be trading for that later. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what he's got. Okay, so these are the giveaway 4. And these are my 4. So we'll open my 4 first, get these out of the way, and just show you guys what we can be expecting to get. So here we go. Once more into the breach, dear friends, once more. Stick that over there for now. Okay. Ooh. I mean, I always enjoy this. Like, literally, I get the shakes. It's insane. Right. So, we have Mr. Protiform. Protiform as our first uncommon, it seems. We have an uncommon as our starter. We have Die and Retry. We also have Go with the Flow as a clone. So, this is very much a clone deck. We have Royal Attack. We have White Flame as an uncommon. Let's move these out of the way a little bit because they're going to get in the way otherwise. Life Temple, fantastic card, absolutely amazing. If you look at this one, each cycle your summoners gain 1 HP. From the moment you play it, these things are like, it's great. And then you flip every turn, so that means as soon as it's your turn, you get 1 HP. You then flip, you get another HP, and then it moves on to the next person's turn. You flip again, you get another HP. And you can see how this would go. It's a fantastic card, guys. It's one that should be staple in pretty much every deck that you make. Undead Army. So if you know anything about rank infinites, this is one of those. Summon one of, basically, whenever you suffer damage, just summon a rank infinite creature. Fantastic card again. We're moving on to Deny, which is again a fantastic card. Look at me, look at it. Like Deny, the artwork is pretty iconic, really. I love that artwork. You've got 3 charge counters. Once you're in turn, spend a charge to make the target card inactive against you. I mean, it's pretty much there, guys. Pretty self-explanatory. Plus, you can keep adding to it. So, let us move forward. Move on. So here we go. The Hollows. Kilaz as a common. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. We've got a Decoy Door as our second hollow. And we've got Telekinesis as a hollow. Oh, big card. Big card, guys. I mean, this is a fantastic card. So take control of a target constant card. So it costs you 3 coins to activate. You got a successful flip, but you get to basically nick a card off someone. Just take the card. Just go, that's mine now. I'm taking that one. On the flip side, no pun intended, if you fail, it's inactive for 4 turns. You have to wait 4 turns to get this thing back in play again. But, I mean, it's a fantastic card. And look at that hollow. It's just beautiful. Oh, fantastic first pack there, guys. I love that. There you go. What is everyone saying? Let's see some heat. I love the holographic look on the packs. I mean, you and me both, jokes. You and me both. Trader's life. That's what I've thought about putting the chase more in the middle of the pack to help keeping the last card from possibly being damaged as much. I haven't discussed with him the actual opening of the packs. I think what he's trying to do, I think what you're saying, Mike, is about like the Pokemon cards and like, you know, you have to do that little shuffle to get the thing to the back. It's not a bad shout. I can definitely put it to him. It's all about the feedback at the moment. So, but yeah, I would agree. Obviously, there is a possibility of damage essentially going on further down the line. So, it's something I'll put to him, and I'm sure Shin will be feeding it back to him as well. So we'll just we'll see what happens. You know, watch this space. So, closure. Target door loses all its actions. Not bad if you're doing that. These are those morphers I was talking to you about. So this is when Global Morpher comes into play, it copies target creature on your battlefield. So you can just come in and just basically keep manufacturing creatures and everything like that. And you can then just move it around and everything. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That is an uncommon. Regression. Target summoner loses 1 level. And alright, so that's pretty there. Obscurantism. Again, disease kind of card. Time charge counter on opposing summoner. The targeted summoner loses a skill of your choice. I had this used against me. It was not pretty. It was really annoying. So please stop doing this to me. We've got the Golden Clover. This card is amazing. If you're looking to just generate more coins as you go along to your stock, this thing is amazing. 2 2 are added instantly, and then just keep adding 1 every turn as well. Right then, let's move it on forwards. So we've got Cure as well. So again, if you're fighting any like disease-based pack, so if there's a summoner called Dagnus, and he is purely about the diseases, all about the disease. This is a card that you want to be doing to combat him as well. And then finally, we have El Diablo. El Diablo. This is an incredible card. It's a rank 1, so you can only put 1 in your deck, but it has a 6 attack and 2 defense. But this main thing is, if you pay 6 to El Diablo's controller, cancel the attack. While it remains to play, your card, well, the card that your El Diablo would be attacking or targeting, cannot attack and defend. May not attack the targeted defended opponent. So there you go. If you don't, the attack is allowed to progress as per usual. There you go. Right, so Sword of Destiny, which is awesome as well. That is a legendary. Look at that. So you can see the coin there. So this works well with telekinesis. So if you see here, if telekinesis is in play, the equipped creature gains, I'm guessing that's pierce and fight back, I think. I might be wrong there. I need to bone up on my abilities straight away. But yeah, or is that reach? I can't remember. But either way, fantastic legendary card right there. Now, let's see where we go from here. We've got the Vacuum Cleaner from Hell, Glitter Hollow, all lovely. It's pretty basic. It's got assimilation. It's got a bunch of things. It's got the immunity to diseases. It's a fire elemental as well, so it's all good there. We have allergy. Again, disease-based kind of stuff. And then finally, it's a rare, and it is Amethyst Signet Ring. Boom. Look at that. Look at that glitter there. Glitter Sparkles. Lady Glitter Sparkles, if you're familiar with Trolls. Place equipment on your summoner. Angel-type creatures do double damage against you, but you can deal 1 point of damage to any non-demon type creature. So there you go on that one. Right, let's move forward. Let's move faster forward. I'm sorry. I'm reading you guys' comments as well at the same time, so it's like kind of... Look like one of these cards, every one of these. Yeah, honestly, they are. What's beautiful about this game is it's not like you have to have a certain, creature type, or you have to have anything, or a certain, like magic, for example, have to have a certain element type, or try and work that out. It's literally a very, very playable game. You can just stick some random cards in, and they'll come out pretty effectively. It's just tweaking it, like fine tuning it, and that's the secret with this one. Right then, so no action can be activated this turn. Mute, very important card. Elevation, search your library, so it's a tutor, but for 2 level up cards rather than anything else. So, I mean, again, very cool if you are short on level ups. That is a... Come on. Contamination, again, disease-based all the way. Fantastic ones. Target disease in play on battlefield is transmitted to another card that shares its type with the original disease card. It just spreads that disease all around the battlefield. Fantastic if you're going for a disease deck. Clone Bomber, just the standard clone trooper, rank 3. Sacrifice target clone creature you control, then deal 3 points of damage. I mean, it's a clone bomber. And then we have Food Training. Food enters the battlefield with a charge counter. For each charge, all of your food creatures or creatures equipped with food gain +1/+1. Good stuff. Angel of Truth. I've used this one quite a lot of the times. It's got flight, constancy, and immunity. So constancy means it cannot suffer any -1s counters. Flight, obviously flight, it flies over the other creatures, as we all know. And immunity means it doesn't get diseased, which is always good against those diseases, as we've just been discussing. And plus, for 2 coins and a flip success, target opponent reveals their hand, exclude target card in the hand from a game. So it can take one of your cards out before you've even played it. Very frustrating card, but one that I like. So, Glowing Protection. It's an equipment. Cannot be target of invocations and may only suffer attack damage. Always important as well. And Void Energy. This is a big card. It's basically, once during your turn, spend a charge to activate one of the skills of your summoners if they have the level without paying a cap point. I mean, this is huge when you're running out of cap points. You haven't got enough levels going for you. There you go. Void Energy can give you those extra little boosts to your game. Flying Skeleton, very much like the Vacuum one. Vacuum Cleaner from Hell. Just a basic creature, attacks with some resurrection stuff. We've got At Your Service. I mean, I'm loving the greens, and that shimmer as well. Look at that. That's phenomenal. Yeah, if you control a clone general creature, all your clone creatures get advantage. Transform an infinite clone creature to a rank 3 clone sergeant. So there you go, promotes that. And then finally, oh, I thought that was a legendary then. Okay, Assassination. Big card as well. So this little icon here is together. So this means that if you have your summoners, so you have 2 summoners in a game, you have to use both of them and spend a cap point. You have to tilt both of them to play this card. It's usually for all of the really important cards in the game. We've got, so for this one example, literally when it comes to play, destroy a creature. Can't really say fair and less. And then just pay 4 coins. So it's an incantation, so it stays on the battlefield. And then you pay 4 coins, boom, you can destroy any creature that comes out against you. Huge, huge card. Okay, and the final one for myself. Okay, let's do that one. And before then we move on to the all-important giveaway packs, which I'm sure you're as eager as I am to see as well. Right then, the Undead Morpher. Again, morphers. So there are specific morphers for specific situations. So we've already had a global morpher, which means that you can transform into any card, or morph into any card. An undead morpher, specifically skeletons or zombies. This is a rank infinite, so for your spirits. So if you're, whichever one is summoning, then that spirit creatures, this is the one it will summon. This is the only spirits rank infinite there is. So there you go. The interesting thing about this one is it can dodge. So it can just like literally just dodge out the way of any damage that you do on a flip. So, but it doesn't really do any damage. So you need something to give you +1/+1s on that. Lazy Z, zombie card with a horde. You've also got your hard skin. So after the combat phase, when this creature blocks, it gains a +1/+1 charge counter, provided it survives, of course. So therefore it goes up to a 1/3. Meal, going up to an uncommon, or a rare, is would seem. Yep, rare. Rank 1 cat. During your turn, you may bounce a target card. So that means you can basically send a card back to someone else's hand. Fantastic. Love it. High voltage. Just randomly deals 2 points of damage. It's kind of like shock in Magic the Gathering, but yeah, but does it to all of them, which is fantastic. And then common rest. During this turn, after the combat phase, until all your creatures, 1 flip success, 1 coin should I say, until the end of the turn, all your clone creatures gain a +1/+1 charge counter. And then the rare, the Signet Ring of Sacrifice. Now this one was used against me last game I played. It was actually on the stream by Shin himself, and yeah, it was very annoying, very annoying. But he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He would definitely profess to be. So Ravenous Imp as our common hollow. The Magic Seal. Place this equipment on target door. The equipped door untilts at the beginning of your turn. And then finally, oh, here we go. Favor. Now, Favor is important. It's a big card. Draw a card each time you invoke an imminent card. So if you've got any imminents that you just want to kind of throw out and keep throwing out, you get to draw a card each time with this incantation out there. And guys, I hope you can appreciate all of this. Look at that. That is just a beautiful. He's done such a good job on the hollow on that one. Look at that. Right then. So there we go, guys. Let me just stack all these away. And I'll sleeve them very shortly. Loving that. That's a legendary. That's right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit. But now it's the one where it's all on you guys. So there we go. 4 packs for 4 lovely individuals. Right, same rules as last time. Just like, subscribe, comment. Most importantly, comment. I think, well, subscriptions are always appreciated. But yeah, comment is the one, because then we can like work it out very quickly just down the list. Who's got what, who's won, who's done everything. So, here you go. Number 1. And I've already marked these little things. So you got number 1 there. And again, I will be packing away the hollow pack as well at the same point. So let's get these out properly. Okay, so let's just keep these together, because I had a nightmare, an absolute nightmare last time trying to match up the tops. I got really eager and I was just like, I'm just going to throw them in. But this time around, at least I can just get them straight away. That's in there. Right then. So, Icons of Destiny. So you can probably recognise a few, like there's Dark Screen Games there, a little bit of Rage it would seem, a few little bits and pieces right there. So, during this turn, a target creature acquires one or more abilities that you can select from the list below. So you've got Reach, Distance, Pierce, Advantage, Rage. Right, so that is that one. We have Incubator. Remove all time charge counters. Their effects are activated immediately and for free. Success if a disease spreads or is triggered as a result of your Incubator. Draw 2 cards and your summoners gain 2 HP each. Lots of fun there. Can't really say much more than that. Talion. During this turn, when a creature is destroyed by an opposing creature, the opposing creature dies too. Retribution. There you go. Blind. During this turn, all creatures in play gain a -1 charge counter. And Grim Dance. Now this is one of those ones. It's an incantation that produces produces cards. So it enters the battlefield with a charge counter. For each charge, your zombie, skeleton, demons, and monster type creatures gain +1/+1. Very important. But also, every 2 cycles, summon a randomly chosen creature from your cemetery to your battlefield. Again, very important as well. Thus, the reason why it's a rank 1. We have the Holy Hand Grenade, or the Holy Grenade. So Holy Grenade enters the battlefield. Again, it's a very similar one to Grim Dance, but instead of just taking them from the graveyard, you get a -1/-1 for zombie, skeleton, demons, and monsters. So it's like almost like a counter. Also a flip, and until the end of the turn, you get a +1/+1 charge counter to all angel, cat, knights, and unicorns. So all the goodies versus the baddies. Eternal Damnation. Okay, so yeah, it's literally the randomization is one we need to take note of. Not so good on this one because these 3 are right next to each other in sequence. So Eternal Damnation, enter the battlefield with a charge counter. All angels, cats, knights, and unicorns. So this is the opposite of the last one. Getting -1, and then until the end of the turn, gives a +1/+1 to zombies, demons, skeletons, monsters. There you go. And so whoever's got pack number 1 is lucky indeed. This is a massive card. So spend a charge to invoke a card. So it comes into play with 3 charge counters. Spend a charge, invoke a card, any card you like. From your hand, obviously. Invoke means you have to play from your hand, but it means that you can basically play extra cards without having to use your things. It's kind of like that Void Energy one that I pulled a minute ago, but just better because we don't have to worry about charges. You get 3 charge counters on the get-go, straight in, 3 cards that you want to play from your hand, go down. Very, very good card. Very jealous. Very jealous. Right then. So, Serenity as our first holo. It is an uncommon. And it's 2 coins, cancel target imminent invocation. Pretty straightforward. Nice little counter there. Another uncommon. Portal. So very, very straightforward door. So 3 block. This door can't block. 3 defense. Comes into play open. Closing portal makes it inactive. Plus it gives you the action of a 1 flip success. One of your attacking creatures passes through the open portal and it is unblockable this turn. There you go. And then it is a rare Black Blast Corp Factory. So once again, summon a rank infinite clone creature at the beginning of each cycle. There you go. So at the beginning of play, it's just basically a little factory for your clones. They're looking at that sparkly hollow. So there you go, guys. That is pack number 1 for the win. I mean, honestly, that hourglass, it's beautiful. You can get that in the mats as well. The play mats design has hourglass on it. No, if you bought it, if you chose it. So there you go. So that is pack number 1. Where to put this? I'm going to put this over here for now. Okay. Now number 2. Number 2. Huge card for rank 3. Yeah, you're right there. You are right there. So we'll keep that here. Put this. Get these out. Put these down here. Put that in there. And then give this to number 2. Right, so last time number 2 was the biggest pack. It had, I think it had 2 summoners. It had Olaf and Olia, and I think it had the alt art Tyrant or the standard art. I can't remember, but potentially one or the other. But it was the biggest one.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Ooh.
The internet is unreachable.
That would be Alexa. Right, so we have Money Battle. So target constant card and make the first bid and let the auction begin. So this is kind of one of those play cards that you're just going to like, okay, Right, just going to throw this out there and see what happens. So the player who offers the highest sum of coins wins the auction. They must pay the amount they auction, obviously. They bid, should I say. They decide what will happen to a targeted card. So nothing, destruction, exclusion, or you can change control. So to change control, you must have to pay the bid twice. So basically they can take the card off you if they do. It's one of those ones that's basically you can just put in whichever way you want it to. Dynamite. One of my favourite cards, because this is one of those cards that can get rid of those incantations that are really doing your head in. So any card that comes out, you can just go, boom, there you go, destroy target card with a flip success and a 1. Of course, paired with a few other cards which will guarantee you a flip success. Makes this very worthwhile. Wanted. Place a 3-coin bounty counter. So when the creature dies, add 3 coins to your stock for each bounty counter that's on there. There you go. Lucky Clover. We always like a Lucky Clover. Again, choose an effect from among those ones right there. We had that one last time. Ultimate Success. Target action out obtains a critical success. So we're talking about those ones where you have to you can force the coins to give you a success. That's where the critical success is. It's also a critical fail as well for the opposite way, as you can imagine. Oh, a double dynamite. Interesting. Antimatter. All creatures in play die except spirit creatures. So again, that rank infinite one I showed you earlier, that spirit creature would survive. So it's also very, very cool to be playing for that one. It's a legendary. It is a legendary. Oh, it's a beautiful legendary. Oh, wow. Return. Wow. Very lucky whoever's got pack number 2. This is huge. So bounces. So for 2 coins, you can bounce target constant card. So you can return any card that this person has to their hand. But it's got this, which is multi-target. So you could bounce their entire board back to their hand if you want. If you have enough coins, or you've got enough incantations in play to mitigate the coin costs, you can bounce back a person's entire board. A very frustrating card when played against you. Very awesome card when you have it in your hand. Well done, you lucky soul. So Mute as our first foil hollow, first common hollow. Soldier in armor, looking at that, lovely glitter out there as our uncommon, and then we have R182. So this is the robot summoner as our rare hollow. Look at that. So this guy So he's only got 6 HP and he's only got 2 skills. Now, a lot of people go, that's not great. He's not a great person to play. But it's not that one that you want to worry about, because your robot creatures are getting the +1 charge counter. But it's this one. Until the end of your turn, R182 may invoke any number of imminent cards. That can be a game changer. That can be a real turnaround for you if played correctly. So, with that and that, this is by far the best one thus far. Best pack thus far, anyway, should I say? That return. If you got that in hollow, I would have cried a little bit, I think. So like, I want it. So then we'll put that one over there with number 2. So number 3. Let's get this one on. Okay. Again, we'll put this down here. Put it down there for now. Get that in there, and then get number 3 in here. So here we go. Royal Protection as our first one. Blocking creatures gain a +1/+1. That Morpher, again, these Morphers, the pesky Morphers. Rank 3 Morpher can turn into any rank 3 creature. And if you look very closely, you can see a 3 in his earring. So all the rank 1, well, rank 2, 3, 4, they've all got the number somewhere on them. Rage, looking like a crazy dwarf. Yep, during his turn, this target creature gains rage. Can't really say much more than that. Etherization. So from this time this card is played, players cannot use their ether until the end of turn. Target opponent's ether is reduced to 0. Could be mean, could be really mean to someone there. Clone Army, summon 2 rank infinite clones. We got Serenity, as we've already done, little counter. We've got the rare Skeleton King, who is awesome if you're playing skeletons. Again, each time Skeleton King attacks or blocks, he summons a rank infinite skeleton as well. Oh, God, it's amazing, amazing. Oh my God, Oh my god. Huge. Huge. So do you remember a second ago I was telling you about these together cards? So you have to tilt both of your summoners to get them out because they're so basically so powerful and spend 2 cap points. This one you don't have to worry about spending like tilting 2 summoners. You can invoke you still have to tilt the 2 summoners, but you only have to use 1 cap point. Saves you a lot of hassle. Legendary, number 3, well done indeed. Let's just move these aside so we can get 4 arms in there. And then, so, Zed Destructor, Miley Cyrus Zombie, coming in like a wrecking ball. We've got a Winter Door right there, looking spectacular, as is. And then we have, as our rare, Schizophrenia. So, it's a disease, looking fantastic with all those little golden veins in his eyes, like hollows. Amazing. So, you can activate this action when a creature attacks you. Success for the flip. Target attacking creature gains schizophrenia at the beginning of that creature's controller's turn. Flip for each creature with this disease. If it succeeds, the player who infected the creature takes control of its actions. So it doesn't take control of the creature. It's very important to understand that. It doesn't take control of the creature. It takes control of its actions, which can be a real pain in the neck for some people, especially people who like using actions against others. So again, fantastic pulls right there. That 4 arms. Oof, big pull. Right then, running out of space here for these cards. I'm going to put you here, number 3, and then the final one. Here we go. Right, can we get a holo legendary? Come on, boys. Number 4 against a holo legendary. Ugh, it could be amazing. Just so you guys know as well, Rest is one of the rarest cards in the game. One of, but it's the creator's favourite. So, here we go. Let's get that one in there. Number 4, all good to go. So, we have Pacifism as our one. So, target cancels. Yeah, target opponent cancels combat phase straight off the bat. Boom. Right. Restore all disabled skills and levels of your summoners. Once again, if you've had that obscurantism, that disease I showed you earlier, where the skills are taken off your summoner, which is the one you want to be using. Clone Sergeant. Until in turn, Clone Sergeant has, what is that? Splash. So yeah, splash damage. Splash. It blocks attack damage copies into another creature or door. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Domain of the Dead. All creatures in all cemeteries return to play on the battlefield to their respective owners, and they may no longer attack. So basically, a huge amount of blockers just suddenly return back to your battlefield. Until the end of turn, all your skeleton creatures gain +1/+1 charge counters. So, could be huge. Z Dinner. So, Z Dinner. Z Dinner enters battlefield. Charge counter for each of your horde creatures. Gain 2 +2/+2. Then Paradise. It's a bit of a NSFW one. So while it's in play, creatures get +1/+1 for each charge counter on Paradise. You can keep playing, flipping for a charge counter on Paradise. There you go. Rank 1 Spellcaster. I think I discussed this with you guys last time, but this one means that you can only play rank 1 cards. That's a big kick in the teeth for people who don't have many rank 1s. And then Cloverfield. This is one I was talking to you about those forcing the results on your flip of a coin. So this one, you've got 3 charge counters, spend a charge to force a success on an action that you've activated, or force a fail on an action activated by an opponent. Again, very, very important you pay attention to the small print there. You can't just force the fail on yours. If you want it to fail, it's going to be, you have to use a different card. But this one, if you force a fail on an opponent's action. But you can also spend 3 and get a charge counter on this one. So it's invaluable for ones that you're relying on flips. So we got the Holo Flying Mistigri. We're going straight in with a rare as our Clone General. As a Holo Clone General, looking good. And then finally, oh, it's another rare. It's the Dark Clover. It's like the anti-Clover. So for each fail obtained during the activation of an action, that's easy to say, activation of an action causes each opposing summoner to lose 1 HP. Each success obtained during the activation of an action causes each of your summoners to lose 1 HP. So, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, this one. But there you go. I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful card as well, with that red and the black with the glitter. Whew. Stunning. Right then, guys. Well, there you go. So, yep, once again, if you just comment on the video, I'll make sure you're subscribed. And then next week, this time next weekend, I think it'll be a Sunday next weekend I'll be doing this. I'll do the draw over the course of Saturday. And then, yeah, on Sunday, I will come back to you guys. And we can just go about getting this all done for the winners. I know that Black Clover does look sexy. Clone General Hollow is glitched. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it does look. It looks glitched. Hold on a second. Let me bring it back up again. Oh yeah, you are right. It's with that background. Okay, well, we'll put that to Francois. See if it was on purpose or not. But yeah, so there you go. Hi Dinoco, how you doing? So yeah, there you go, guys. We'll get these out to you guys as quickly as we can. So for the ones who won last week, Stephen Neo, Tony F, Cavo News, and Craig Christopher. These ones, get in contact as quickly as you can, and I'll get these out as quickly as I can. And for the other guys, just you've got a week to sign up, and then we'll see where we go. Right then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this opening. I always like it. I always enjoy them. It's fantastic fun. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye bye.